Welcome to our final scenario in the Forgotten Age campaign. This has been a long time coming. I started this campaign like, oh, God, 4 months ago, possibly more. Basically, I did a little bit of it, then I went on hiatus, then I played some Mutant X-Men Insurrection, then we played Turtles, and now we're finally finishing this up. Oof. Now, I'm currently working on the laundry as I do this, so you might hear the laundry in the background. Yeah, you can hear a little bit. Alright. Let's do the interlude. Interlude 5, The Darkness. Need to get that out of my mouth. Alright. So have we finally reached the Nexus Namakai? Let's find out. If the Nexus is near, skip to Darkness 2, which it is. The grim, blood-soaked caverns and restful cities of Yoth held no candle to the terrifying depths that lie below them. You are in the deepest level of the subterranean realm now. The caverns Ichtaka referred to as Nakai. Nothing could have prepared you for the impervious murk that surrounds you on all sides. An icky darkness that none of your light sources can penetrate. You grope around the darkness until you feel the jagged walls of the cavern and begin to follow it aimlessly, desperately hoping to find a way forward. A grim realization dawns on you. Should you even complete your task, you will surely never find a way back to the surface. The overwhelming darkness of the cavern fills you with dread you have never before experienced. You cannot see your hands as you grope around in the darkness, nor can you tell if you're in a narrow tunnel or a vast open space. The ground beside you could extend for miles or abruptly become a bottomless cavern, and you would not be able to tell the difference unless you stepped there. Hours has passed as you stumbled in the dark, slowly, carefully, nervously. Every step could be your last. If the investigators found the missing relic, which we did, read Arcane Thrumming. Worried that your fall may have damaged the Esteli relic, you pulled it out of your pack and examined it. Oddly, the device seems completely undamaged. It vibrates with a glowing intensity, humming louder now before ever. After hours of slow progress, you eventually stumble into a brazier filled with marble cubes. If anyone has torches, read The Abyss. Read Torchlight. Through the light of your torches is snuffed by the overpowering darkness of this realm. You decide to try to light the brazier with the flames. To your surprise, after you hold the torch against the strange cubes for several moments, the brazier erupts in a fury of blue and silver flames, consuming your torch and almost melting your hand to the bone. Though the light from the brilliant flame only reaches a few yards around you, more braziers light up in the distance and their flames guiding your path forward. At least you hope. If the braziers are lit, which we just did, and you have the map, read in signs. As you traverse the cavern, something catches your attention. Streams of cold, gentle water that drip down the walls of the cavern. Curious, you unfold the previous expedition map and sit by one of the lit braziers, mentally retracting your steps. If your calculations are correct, you could have traveled much farther south than you could have possibly guessed. Could these caverns extend all the way to the coastline? Did the caverns never end? Each investigator on a map that earns 2 additional experience. Which doesn't really matter. Ursula would get 2 experience, so at this point she won't get anything because I'm not updating her deck. You have no sense how much time has passed in the cold, terrible abyss of Nakai. Cross off all provisions and medicines the investigators have remaining in their supplies. So we don't have any medicine or provisions anymore. Scenario 8, Shattered Aeons. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. I don't want to say it again. If the braziers are lit, proceed to Intro 1. The silvery blue flames that have guided you through these patches are only a vestige of hope you have remaining. One by one, the braziers lead you onward. Someone or something placed these devices here. The technology is not unlike what you've seen in the caverns of Kenyan, or the Esteli ruins where the relic was first found. However, it seems whoever ventured this deep below the crust of the earth must have turned and fled, for the final brazier has been toppled and broken, and you see no more of them ahead. Thankfully, you don't need to travel in the darkness for very long. Within minutes, you come upon a huge stone doorway. No doubt the entrance to the Nexus. Your hand traces over the lines carved in the doorway, an inscription, a warning to turn back. For to open this passage is to invite doom. It is too dark to recognize the language, but you know it's not one spoken by humanity in this day and age. You have no idea how you can understand the engraven. Perhaps some last remnant of memory in your time in Pinocchio. Sometimes I can say it easily, sometimes I can't. Pinoctus. I said that wrong. I know I did. Pnakotus. I think the P is silent. Noctus. Noctidus. The lost city of Ythians. Or perhaps you are truly mad. Discern and meaning from the natural indentation of the stone wall. After all, it's been almost a week since you've seen a natural light. If the investigators found the missing relic, proceed to 4. The arched doorway is sealed shut when you arrive, but as soon as you approach it, the artifact begins to shake and hum loudly. Grooves among the door flicker among shimmering glow, and then suddenly the door ships open in its own accord. You grip the artifact tightly and enter. And that's all the setup. So, bam! We finally got to the Nexus of Nakai. Freaking loogie. Alright. Agenda 1A. As you enter the grand chambers beyond the doorway, a nexus stirs. The earth quakes below you, and the wall chips and crumbles. Shards of stone float in mid-air above the nexus. You're running out of time. Reality is starting to shatter all around you. Force. If the investigator with the Relic of Ages in his or her hand, deck, discard play, or play area is eliminated, immediately advance to Agenda 3B. So that's not good. We need to protect Ursula as best we can. Because she's the one that holds the Relic of Ages. Act 1A, Worlds Beyond. The energies of Nexus swirl on the ground below you, beckoning you to enter. Wherever it's a thing of science or magic you do not know, it is a gateway of sorts. That much you can tell, but a gateway to where? Force. When an enemy would spawn at an empty location, and there are no empty locations, reveal cards from the exploration deck until a location is revealed, put that location into play and spawn the enemy there, shuffle the exploration deck. Alright, so basically, if an enemy needs to spawn in an empty spot and there's none, we'll basically put a area out. Alright, so we start at the Nexus of Nakai, unraveling the threads. Ancient ruins. At the center of the chamber lies the Nexus, a bottomless pit in the earth, rigged by futuristic machinery, no doubt built by those who came before humanity. Inside the pit is swirling soup of Eldritch energy. Growing strands of ethereal light and ripple, fold, and weave among one another. As you approach, a fragment of stone chips from the brim and falls into the portal, vanishing from the existence. So, it's 4 shroud, 1 clue per investigator. Force. After you move from Nexus to an otherworld location, or vice versa, take 1 horror from each clue on that otherworld location. Explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a connecting location, put it into play and move to it. You do not take horror from the forced ability when moving via this effect. So, as long as we don't naturally move in or out that has clues, we're good. Besides this one, because it's not an effect. So, we need 4 clues to get going. So, alright. Oops. Let's get Leo starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets Calling in Favors, Machete, Flamethrower, Leo, and Lone Wolf. Hey, that's pretty damn good. Okay. And Ursula, actually, let's see, which one do we want to keep? I kind of want to keep all of them, but let's put Calling in Favors in. And we get Psychosis, which can't be put in. And we get Inspiring Presence. Alright. Let's go ahead, shuffle the cards. And Ursula, you get 7 cards because you get Studious adds 2 more. 5, 6, 7. You get Discs, Flying Clothes, Deduction, Jake Williams, Key of Yeast, awesome, Dr. Helly, and Fieldwork. So wheat, that's going to be very helpful. Alright, well, which we get rid of? Let's get rid of Fine Clothes. probably want to keep Jake out for him to tackle things and probably die, then put Dr. Helly out later. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put her in because we're going to have Jake in. So she gets Inquiring Mind. Oh, can't do that one. And Tooth of Etzley. Alright. Alright, let's go. I was kind of hoping for Crack the Case, but, oh well. Alright, who shall go first? Let's have Leo go first so we can get through this. First thing he's going to do, as always, put out Leo DeLuca. That's always helpful. We lose all our resources, but that's fine. We are going to play Emergency Cash. And I need to turn on the music. Oops, no, I do not want to open the Bethesda launcher. I haven't opened that thing in so long. No. Close, there we go. There we go. So we get 3. I can't use any more from here. Now. I think it's best for me because I'm going to bring out my Machete and Lone Wolf and Flamethrower later. So let's grab another card. Another Flamethrower. Alright. Let's grab another card. 4, 5, 6. And for the last one, I'm just going to put down that. There. Done. Alright. Alright, Ursula. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First things first, let's bring out Jake Williams. I kind of want to bring out Fieldwork then Key of Yeast, but oof. So let's work on getting Key of Yeast later, but let's put out Fieldwork. So we have 1 action left. She's gonna do Deduction. Try to get these 2 clues off here, because we only need 4. -1. We got it. Get both these clues. Alright, that's the end of her turn. Everyone gets 1. 1. Let's put hers right here. Let's see. Ursula, you get Connect the Dots, which isn't going to be helpful. Leo, you get Cat Burglar, which might be helpful, actually. Not necessarily. Alright. 1 Doom. It has a 6. So, Leo, you get Wrecked by Time. Test 3 Will. Each investigator at a shattered location must also perform this skill. Each investigator fails, take 2 damage. Each asset ascending damage to this effect is not defeated. That is not defeated is shuffled into the owner's deck. Ooh, we want to keep Leo, so we don't want it to damage him. But that's fine since we have we're up by 1, and I'm not necessarily worried about it too much because I can take 2 hits. We get auto fail, so we take 2 hits. So we're not going to assign damage to him, so we're just going to take both damage. Ursula, you get an Acolyte. Any empty location. That's okay. That's not good. And we get Yog-Sothoth. So there's an Acolyte in Yog-Sothoth. And there's 3 clue cloaking. So if I go in there naturally, we're taking 3 horror damage, period. That sucks. We're not good at in there. All right. All right. I can also do connect the dots with her too. But I need 4 resources. All right, let's go ahead and do Ursula. She's going to explore for 1 action. She has 2 left. Yes. 4. We get Between Worlds into play as an outer world location with 3 shroud and 1 clue. And move to it. Okay. It is connected to Nexus Kai and drawn from the exploration deck. At the end of the round, each investigator here takes 1 damage and 1 heart. If there's no investigators in this location. Okay, so this is like that's kind of cool. I didn't remember seeing this card. It's like a location card. It has, so that was 1. It has 3 shroud and 1 clue. So we're going to use field work. So I am up by 3. And it's considered a location. It is a location. If you reveal a location, draw exhaust and draw 1 card. So that was a location, and we get fine clothes. So she's going to do a free investigate, and we get skull -2. So we get it. So we get the clue. Alright, so she's going to use 1 action to move up here, which then that means at the end of the round it's going to go away. So for her last action, she's going to grab a resource. I have an idea, and hopefully it will work. Alright. Alright, Leo, it's your turn. So how many resources do I need? I don't want to put out cat billiard just now. I need 3, 2. I need 5. All right. First action. We are going to play Ever Vigilant. 1 at a time, play 3 assets from your hand, reducing those resources by 1. So Flamethrower, that's 3. Lone Wolf is free. And I can't do Machete. I just realized. I was like, I'll put Machete out. No, I can't do that. So, do I want to do that? Yeah, may as well. Alright. So, yeah. So, actually, I still actually have another... I actually have another one. I was like, putting Flamethrower and Machete all at once. Can't do that. Oh, and there's a Doom on the Acolyte. So, alright. I don't want him to explore, I want Ursula to explore. So, we're going to draw a card. Survival Knife. 6. And last 2 actions, we're just going to gain more news because that will help us with our keen eye when we need it. Alright. Next turn. Or everyone gets 1 resource. Boom, boom. Ursula, you get Relic of Ages. And Leo, you get Beat Cup. That'll be helpful. So, end of the round, this goes away. Alright. 1 Doom. And we get... Leo gets Tear in Time. Lose 1 action or take 1 horror. I'm up by 1. I'm not too worried about losing actions with Leo right now. So we're just going to do a regular test. And he gets -1, so he passed. Put him 4. Alright, Ursula, you get Brotherhood Cultists. So let's use this one guy for the Brotherhood Cultists. And he's on Ursula. Don't worry. Don't worry. Leo's gonna help you. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so. Actually, I think I want to take out Key of Yeast first before I get connected dots, because we only need one more clue anyway. Alright, so first we'll go to Leo. His first action is going to attack this guy, which means there's automatically 1 doom on him because I forced when I attack him, I put a slice of doom. He has 3 health, 3 attack. So I have. Oh, wait, no. Before I attack, I'm going to play Beat Cut. Forgot about him, which is a free action because of Leo. So I have 4, 5, 9. So I'm up by 5. We get a 0. Alright. So that does 4 damage to him, which means he does die. So he goes away. Alright. We have 2 actions left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to grab 3 resources for Leo. I think we're doing pretty good well right now. So it's the end of his turn. Alright, Ursula. We are going to play Key of Yeast. Glad we got that out. Now to explore. Shores of Relay. That goes like this. There's 2 clues on here. Gets 1 shroud for each doom on each card on Shores of Relay, including itself. Once it enters play, put 1 doom on it. So she goes over here, and she does a free action to try to get one of the clues, which is Skull, which is -2. So she does get 1. That's for free. Now we have enough clues to get out of here. So we're going to spend all 4 clues to continue this. Each time you step through the Nexus, you gain 1 step closer to your ultimate destination, a place that exists outside the boundaries of time and space. Shuffle the set-aside pocket in time location into the exploration deck. So, the search for the Brotherhood, Act 2. Somewhere deep within the Nexus of Worlds lies your objective, a place where timelines converge. You can see flashes from insight from beyond this reality, windows into other timelines, a place carved out of time and space where the Brotherhood no doubt resides. If the investigator enters a pocket of time and space, advance. So, this goes here, and there's only 3, so there's a good chance we can get it. I'm pretty sure there's still 2, there's still two, what am I saying? Treacheries in here. One of them, which is an ancient evil, so that's not good because we have 1, 2, 5. Actually, I don't think it's too bad if we get it right now. All right, I'm going to do a quick move. I'm going to move Ursula. Oh, I forgot to use my field work on that. Oh well, back here. And because there was still a clue on here, she gets 1 horror, which is forced to go to Key of Yeast, which increase all her skills by 1. She's going to explore. Ooh. Wrecked by time. Test will 3. Let's see. We can all help with this. I don't want to do that. Can't do that one. I don't want to use Relic of Ages. So she's up by. Oh, and I forgot because she did that. Jake Williams gives her a card. Crap. Gains shortcut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. He's gonna help commit with the cat burglar, which increases it by 1. So she's up by 1. She can't use field work. She's going to use shortcut to be up by 2. Well, actually 3 because of key of ease. We get +1. So that doesn't happen. And that's the end of her turn too. Alright. Everyone gets 1. Ursula, you get discs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another discs. And Leo, you get Expedition Journal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, which is going to be helpful coming. Alright. Alright, so 1 doom on here. How many doom is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn it will break. Leo, Shattered Ages. Test 4. If you fail, place 1 clue from the token pool to each location other than the Nexus of Nakai. Okay. Alright. 0. I pass. Doesn't do anything. Ursula, you get Words of Power. That might be tough, but it's better to have her have Words of Power than Anderson. Alright, who wants to go first? We need to explore. Best person to do that is Ursula. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, she's going to explore. We have 3 left. We get Ancient Evils. Place 1 doom in the current agenda. Can cause it to advance. Which it did. You are the first to intrude in this abyssal pit. You were warned not to break the seal, and yet here you are. Now you face the consequences of your foolish transgression. The thing emerges from the lightless void beyond the Nexus. It is a being of black, polymorphic ichor, an animated, vicious ooze that crawls along the ground as shapeless limbs and leaves a trail of smooth, dissolved stone in its wake. Shuffle the encounter pile into the encounter deck. I was really hoping we get out of here before it shows up, but it showed up. The first time I played this, I actually was able to get away from it, but if it wasn't for the Acolyte, we wouldn't have to worry about it. Set the side, formless spawn into the Nexus. And that's, let me look at that thing. Might be hard to tell. But you know what? I have the Mansions of Madness version of the formless spawn. And that's this big thing. And that just comes right here on top of us. It is massive, I'm sure. Monster Abomination Elite. Massive. Cannot be moved or be moved. Has 10 health. Formless Spawn gets 1 fight, 1 evade for each doom on each card on Nexus, including Nexus Nakai. They found living things. Living things in that oozed along stone channels worshipped onyx and basilisk images of Thaskuska. I can't pronounce his name. Tethoga. HP Lovecraft, the Mound. He has 2 health, 2 melee, 10 health, 2 flight, victory 2. He takes 3 damage and 3 horror. Place this card in the victory, it gains Vengeance 1. Pentalus Threads. Inside the Nexus, the interwoven threads of eternal light begin to unravel, and reality unravels with it. If the investigator with the relic of his hand is caught, blah blah blah, will immediately go to 3B. So it's the same things. Don't have Ursula. So, if we explore again, he's going to hit us. We can't do that. So we're going to have to try to dodge him. She has 5, so she's up by 3. She's already up by 3. So yeah, and all the signs are -2, so she should be a good time to... Is it alert? No. So that was one action, and then her next action is going to evade it? Can you evade a massive enemy? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, so we're going to evade it. And it's just at a 2 against my 5. So we're up by 3. We get a -1. So it's invaded. So we'll put it like that. For her last action, she's going to explore. Please let it be it. Caverns of the Unseen. Not good. Not good. So there's only one clue on there. So this last one must be the place we needed to go. Alright, so for her free action, she's going to use field work. Try to get that clue. May as well, we might need the extra clues. -1, so we get it. And we just do Jake Willems, so she gains another card. Call of the Unseen! Call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That ain't good. Alright, Leo's turn. Oddly enough, Leo, you get a free resource because you're a lone wolf. Now, do I want to bring out anything? No, I kind of can't. And I'm not too worried about killing that thing. I need to get going. So, first action, we're going to draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7. I am not going to draw a card. He's going to explore, which is the last one. A pocket in time. Which goes just like this. After you move from pocket in time to a shattered location, take 1 damage for each clue on the shattered location. Drop that, basically the same thing with Nexus, but with shattered. Alright, so we advance. What you see before you is truly staggering. Throughout these halls are hundreds of windows into places both ancient and futuristic. Once grand civilizations that came before the earliest records of known history. The more still have yet been realized. The cyclical weight of discovery is almost more than your mind can bear. Humans are not the masters of the caretakers of this earth. It's merely a footnote in a much longer history, a history which is about to be revised. Set aside each shattered location into the exploration deck. There is no location deck. So these are all the shattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Shuffle the set aside located in the exploration deck. Each investigator shuffles the topmost tetri in the encounter discard pile into the deck. There isn't any. If the relic is attached to... Alright. If the relic is missing, it's not. If the relic was found, the missing relic, advance to 3A, the Yithrin relic. So we go straight to 3A. If you intend to mend the shattered timelines, you'll need to find the Relic of Rages and learn to harness power. Search your deck or discard pile for the Relic of Ages ahead of your hand. Shuffle your deck. I already have it, so we don't have to worry about it. Take control of the shattered list. If the relic is attached to your location, there's no clues on that location, take control. If the investigator controls the Relic of Ages, advance. Alright. So, what's the last things you're going to do? We're going to spend 2 clues to put out the expedition. And then we're going to draw a card. Chitaka, you might be helpful actually, so. Oh, I didn't want to draw a card. I wanted to gain a... Oh well. That's the end of Anderson's turn. Alright. So, investing. They don't do anything. Everyone gets reset. This guy gets back up. He's like, ugh. 1 and 1. Boom. Boom. Ursula, you get Dr. Ellie. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Leo, you get Cat Burglar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're full of this goes right here. Alright, Leo gets Wrecked by Time. That's 3 will, we are going to use Cat Burglar to increase it by 2, so we're at 2. We get Skull, which is -2. That's good. Ursula, you get Shattered Ages. If you fail, place 1 clue from the token pile on each location. Okay, I see what that means. Oh, and there's 2 clues on here. I should put them down. Nero! Mike's in the way. Forgot to put the clues on here. We're gonna just pitch Dr. Helly to go up by 1. So we're up by 2. No, actually we're up by 1. We get +1, so that doesn't happen. We've been pretty good with this. Alright. Alright. Ursula, we're gonna have you move up here. And now this guy's gonna be on you. And we're also going to use Call of the Unknown to gain a free action. But we can't... We're going to focus on here for that free action. Because if we do it in here, he'll get an attack of opportunity. So, next action is going to evade. She's going to... So how much does he have? He's at 2. So we're up by 2. And then we're up by 3. So we're up by 3. I think we're good. I don't think we have to pitch anything. And you get 0. This thing gets evaded again. So she has a free action. She's going to move right here. And now she's going to use her free thing to try to get there. And she's also going to use field work. So... because of this and this, she's at 5, so she's up by 2. +1. So she gains a clue, and the Call of Unknown does not fall off. Now she also wants to pay 2. Now we gain control of the Relic of Ages. Alright. Now that we gain control of it, we're almost done. In your hands, you hold the key to fixing all of this. It hums and vibrates with such immense power, the power that seems to go and flourish as you visit other timelines. For the ranges scenario, if the Relic Ages leaves play for any reason, shuffle each location attached to the expiration date and reset the act to Act 3. If Atacha is against you, which she's not, she's not. If Alejandro is set against you, fools! Are you blind? Alejandro motions to the worlds before him. Your kind stands no chance against the ravages of time. Spawn Alejandro, or is he, in a pocket of time? So, who should we use for our pot? Let's use a Warlock. And that's Alejandro. Now, if Ishtaka would come up against us, I'm not sure if you could really see it all that well. She's like turned into completely to a snake person, but she's not. She's on our side. He is alert and hunter. We can parlay to ask for help, but we're gonna have him go against Leo. And Leo's like, sup? Alright. 4A. Mend the Shattered. Each windows you step through seems to empower the relic. Once the artifact is fully powered, you can use it to mend the shattered timelines and prevent catastrophe. If you are at a shattered location with no clues, test will or lore. If you exceed, attach your location face down to the Relic of Ages. Each investigator and enemy is moved to the pocket of time. Okay. If the number of locations attached to the Relic of Ages is equal to 1 plus the number of investigators who started the game, advance. So we need to mend 3 shattered locations, which we haven't shown yet. So, but they have to have no clues. So I wish I had deduction, but I don't. But oh well. All right, it is now Leo's turn, and the first thing is he's gonna do his free action to bring out Ichitaka. I am now full of other characters. Beat Cop, Ichitaka, Leo DeLuca. We're good, baby. So, how much health do you have? He has 8 health. Just enough for my flamethrower to kill him. Guess what we're gonna do? We are gonna use one of our flamethrowers to attack. Ichitaka gives me a bonus because he has victory. He has victory 2. So, I have 4 plus 1. That's 5. With 7, and then with flamethrower, I have 11. 11 against his 6. I am up by 5, Alejandro. Oh, we are ready for you, buddy. Bring it on. We get plus 1. We just did 4 damage to him. 4 damage to poor Alejandro. Guess what, Alejandro? I have another attack. And it's the same thing. We are up by 5 or 4. Now, how much were we up by? So I have 4, 5, 7. And plus 4 is 11. Yeah, we're up by 5, Alejandro. Cultist. If you do not succeed by at least 1, place 1 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. But you did succeed by more than 1. Minus 2. So yeah. Alejandro comes out. And he gets burned alive. Bye-bye, Alejandro. It's like, fools, I'm here to stop you. And then I just start playing, dead. Oh, I did that. That's exactly what happened the first time I played this blind. Alejandro showed up. I'm like, nope. Alright. Now, I could explore for free and then do something. And I think that's what we're going to do. Use the expedition to explore. We have Ruins of New York. After the Ruins of New York enters play, put the top card to the lead investor gate at this location. Who's the lead? Leo's the lead. Face down. 2 cards if there's 3 or more. Treat each of these cards as a fine pull-up enemy with 2 fight, 2 evade, and 1 damage, and the monster trait. That's interesting. There's no card for a flying polyp. I never had that, and there's 3 clues on here. So, a flying polyp is what wrecked the Yithian's city. That's what Alejandro was working against. These things, I guess you can't really see. I guess I don't really have a flying polyp or anything that looks like it. It just looks like a giant thing, but it's like there was 2 of them in the Shadows Out of Time, and the Yithians, it's what basically got loose and basically destroyed their city, the city that we were at, Pinocchus. Yeah, that place. But yeah. So, I still have a single action though, and my flamethrower is still ready. So, 2 fight, 2 health, 2 evade, 1 damage. So I could just punch him actually. Might be better to do that. This should be a lot more powerful. So we're gonna exhaust Beat Cop, put 1 damage. Beat Cop, 1 damage on the flying polyp. Oh my I'm be getting Cthulhu Wars, and it should be here tomorrow. It's a used copy. There's a couple damaged miniatures, from what I understand. I'm not sure which ones they are, but I'm going to basically replace them all. Hopefully, it's in good shape. I tried to ask the seller about it, but they shipped before they saw it because it was a store. So that sucks. So they only have 2 health. It has 1 more health left. We're going to just punch it. So it has 2 fight. So 5. 6. I'm up by 4. And cultist, and we beat it. Which I'm assuming this goes in my discard pile. Yeah, they go discard pile, and that was my 45 automatic. Alright. Now where did I put my cards? Okay, I'll put them right here. I gotta have a designated area to put these cards somewhere. I keep losing them. Alright. That's the end of the turn. This guy gets back up. He's like, ah. But we shouldn't have to worry about him anymore. Everyone gets resource. 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 She gets 3. Leo gets 4 actions. Leo gets Psychosis. Every time he gets a hard, he's going to take a damage. And Ursula gets Deduction, which is very much going to help. How much cards he has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. There's 1 Doom. Leo, you get Tear in Time. Lose 1 action or lose take horror by each point you failed. And I'm up by 1. Do I want to use anything? Not really. Yeah, let's use Inspiring Presence, so we'll be up by 2. So we get... Oh! Got it. Which means we heals him from Inspiring Presence. And we get to look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. What do we have? Venturer. Alright. I had Vicious Blow on top. Card that I wanted. But I think we're good now. Alright, Ursula, you get Ancient Evils. 1 Doom. Automatically goes in. Alright, we're doing very good. I'm pretty sure we got this. I'm pretty sure we got this. Alright, first things first. Let's go ahead and finish this. So, we do Call the Unknown, and we're going to focus on this. Ursula's going to move 1 action to move down. And she's going to use her field work, and she's going to play Deduction. So she's at 5, 7, 9 against 1. Oh, I got to put this back in. And that's that. So we get all 3 of them because the extra level 2 Deduction let us get us more if we're that much more success. So she just swept everything up. Alright, so if you're at a shattered location with no clues, test Will or Lore 3, which we will. We'll test Lore. It'll take an action. So we're at 5 Lore. And we need to beat a 3, so we're up by 2. And this goes, we don't have to worry about Call of the Unknown, even though we may want to, just to put some more on the Key of Ys. And we did pass, but we did not pass by more than 1, I don't think. So how much was it? We needed 3, and we're at 5. So yeah. So there's a Doom goes onto the Acolyte, because that was the nearest cultist. He was just standing there not doing anything. It's like, whatever. So, if you exceed, attach your location face down to the Relic of Ages. We fixed the broken New York. That was one of the futures that was that we don't want. Each investigator enemy is moved to a pocket in time. Alright. She still has Explore. So, does she want to do that? Yes. Let's explore. We get Pinocchus. Hey, we've been here before. If there's at least 3 tokens in play, 3 tablet tokens in play, which there's not, in the Chaos Bag or sealed on cards in play, discover all the clues and draw that many cards once per game. So moves here, and that's the end of her turn. Alright. So, Leo, what I think you're best to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's best that you explore for free. And we get Moo. When you're at Moo, the first symbols of each test reveal another token. Hey, that's not good. But that's 4 tokens. But only 1. Only 1 shroud. Till the last of a hideous day of storm and thunder, terrific rumblings and the mountain-high waves, all the land of Moo sank with the sea forever. Lovecraft and Hazel Herald out of Aeons. Alright, so let's see. The first symbol you revealed during the skill test. Okay, so it's going to happen twice. Let's go ahead and pitch Venturer. And so we'll be at 4 against its 1, so we're up by 3. And it is a skull. So that's -2, and we have to do another one. This is the first action. That's a +1. Oh, we barely got it. Alright. Now, we are going to go ahead and do it again. Next action. We're only up by 2 though this time. We get... Oh, we're going to have another Doom out. There's no way we can not get that. Oh, wait, maybe we did. Maybe we did. So that's a 3, and he gets +2. And he has a 5, so yeah, this does not hit, and we get to look at the top 3 cards. Any allies? No, but there was Bought in Blood. Which which not good because I don't have anyone in my deck, in my hand to get rid of. 1 action left. He gains that clue. Oof, I'm kind of scared about now. But I could get rid of my flamethrower. I'm not doing that. In fact, let's just get rid of our flamethrower, pay 4 resources. Oh no, what am I doing? I have Keen Eye. I keep forgetting about Keen Eye. So, yeah. Then 2 resources. I should have done it in the beginning. So you know what? We're just going to grab 1 resource. Because I have an idea. Alright. It's all our turns. She gets a resource. He gets a resource. 1 Doom goes up. We need it breaks at 7. We're at 5 because also the Acolyte. Wait, we forgot to draw cards. So you get Darren. And Ursula, you get manual dexterity. Alright. I'm not too worried about Call of the Unknown. So everyone's done. So now we do this. Leo, you get Between Worlds. Put Between Worlds into play as an otherworld location with 3 Shroud and 1 clue. And move to it. Oh, he gets thrown into over here. Oh, that sucks. That very much sucks. Oh, wow. Because then I'll have to go through the formless spawn again. Alright, Ursula, you get... Place 2 dome on the nearest cultist. 1, 2. So we're at 7. So, alright. That's gonna break soon. We're all over the damn place here. But you know what? I think we're good. Alright. I do have a Darren. I do have a I'm out of here. Stocky gives me a foot. Let's go to Leo first. Let's give him 1. Because of Lone Wolf. First action. He moves up here. Now I can move out, but he's going to hit me for 3. So I'm going to use Darren. And I'm out of here. And then commit both those cards. I'm out of here is good just for those 2 flight. Yeah, but yeah, I get 5, 6, 7 against its 2, so I'm up by 5. We get -2. Leo just evaded an enemy, and he gets to draw a card. Bathed in Blood. You must either discard an ally you control from play, or discard each ally asset from your hand. Leo, you're too good. B-Cop, we're gonna have to kill you. I am so sorry. You were with us all the way. So, he moves one over here. If he moves over there, he will get hit. Take 1 damage for each clue. So he'll hit by 2 damage. But we're gonna have to. 1, 2. We'll put it on Leo and Ichitaka. And that's the end of his turn. His turn was just him trying to get back. Alright, Ursula. You could use Connect the Dots, Ursula. You could. But I think we're good, actually. So, we'll play Inquiring Mind. Actually, I don't even think we will have to. Let's keep it. He's just going to use 3 actions just to try to grab them all. So, she's up by 3. She has. We get 1, but we're not going to move because that'll still hurt us. We could actually put it on here, but it's actually, no, it's damage, not that. Then you get a skull. If we beat it by at least 2, at least 1, which we did because of the key of use. So we get another one. We have 1 more left. And we get the last clue, but we don't need to move. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. Alright. That's the end of everyone's turn. This guy gets back up. Alright, so everyone gets 1, 1. Leo, you get calling in favors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ursula, you get ornate bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and this actually is going to hit us. So she takes 2 har. So there's 3 har on the key of use. Alright, so this goes 5, which is 8, and it's gonna break. That acolyte has been kind of a pain in the butt if you think about it. Even though he just stands there, all those effects that he gives him doom is like pain. He's doing all this work like he can. The eternal currents coursing through the machinery of the Nexus begin to malfunction, sending a shower of sparks into the air. The portal ring overheats. The thread of eternal light with the portal begins to snap. Shuffle the encounter power into the encounter deck. So. Things are getting messy. If the formula spawn in play, place 2 Doom on the Nexus from the Kai. If the formula is victory play, shuffle it into the encounter deck. Place this card in a victory, it gains Vengeance 1. Last agenda, and it has 12. The Snapping Threads. Time shattered, the puberty, endless, awful. This, in Forever Lost, is know you everything. Terrifying, false, different are they, but repeat on the outplay future and present and past from your moments. Change has continually the blink you time each. Between in everything in reverse in order in outplay actions. Your here you got to how recall cannot you but occurred yet not have that things remember you alter to continue time of flow the blah blah. Alright. Now, that's one of those weird ones where it's like, what? What am I reading? Read it backwards. So I gotta read this entire thing backwards. The flow of time continues to alter. You remember things that have not yet occurred, but you cannot recall how you got here. Your actions play out in order, in reverse, and everything in between. Each time you blink, the continuity has changed. Moments from your past, present, and future play out and repeat, but they are different, false, terrifying. Everything you know is lost forever in this awful, endless purgatory of shattered time. Ooh. So that means things are getting worse. Really worse. But we're getting close. We've almost got this. If I get this, I move over here. Then Leo could probably get that last one. Alright. So, Ursula, you are going to use that one test. Test 3. And we are at 7 against 3. We're up by 4 just because of the key of yeast itself. It's up by 7. Squid. If you fail, shuffle the topmost Tetri, and the expert does not. That's only -2. We've restored this. We just need to restore one more, and that's one over here. That took one action. Now, too bad I don't have any free movement. Alright. So then she's going to move one action, move over here. And that's going to take her 2 damage because of the 2 clues that are still there. Is it damage? Take 1 damage for each 2. Yep. Alright. This is it. We might be able to finish this game. So she does her free action first. -1. She gets it. Alright. She has 1 more action left. She's going to use Inquiring Mind, just in case she sees any of those crappy tokens that she doesn't want. Skull, -4 if the relic is at your location. I mean, it's right here, it's at the location. I'm not sure if it means that, but we're going to go by what this says and treat it as a -1, and we get another one. +1. Alright, so that's 3, 4, so we definitely pass. She gets the last clue. Alright, Leo, it's your turn. If the numbers of location attached... Okay. If you're in a shadow location with no clues, test. Oh, she didn't actually have to be there. We just had to test it. Oh! Alright. So, Ursula's gonna help. We're gonna test the... Actually, it's best to test will. So, how much do I have? Let's see. So if we tested will, we've got 4, 5. We'd be at 5 if I do that. And she can only do 1. Be at 6. So it'd be up by 3. Problem is that thing. That might hurt. If we do the other one, it'll still be the same. Alright. So she's going to commit discs to give out +1 to his lore. Or to his will. And I'm going to commit flamethrower for the will test. Alright. Let's do this. We get -2. Alright, did we pass? So we have 1, 2, 6 against 3. We did it! We go back to the pocket, and this goes under. And now we have mended 3 shattered locations with the Relic of Ages, which means Act 4A. We advance. You manipulate the thumb and device in your hands with the skill and knowledge of one of the relic's ingenious inventors. As it through your mind has suddenly become flooded with the knowledge of the ancients that has come before you. Power steeps from the device every aperture. Rays of blinding light shoots forth from the cracks appearing on its surface. You only have one chance to restore these shattered realities. Only one chance to make things right. If the Relic of Ages repossess the past of the version, you proceed to 5A. If the version control any other version, proceed to R1. We won. We won. Let's turn off this music because there's no. We did it. We did it. R1. We did it without dying this time. Resolution 1, Thursday, December 17th, 1925. It is difficult for me to convey my unabridged thoughts on the events that occurred in the summer of 1925. Of course, I gave my full account to Harlan, who I suspect is the only person willing to vouch for my story, but I have not sat down to record it on paper until now. Perhaps I would rather these events be a fragment of my imagination. In truth, I have no idea how we made it out of the caverns beneath the jungle alive. Simply reaching the abysmal place was a hellish ordeal. My memory of our return trip is muddled and disarrayed. We scrambled in the dark for what seems like ages. We were out of food, out of supplies, out of hope. But somehow, we found a way out. Our reward for preventing calamity was scorn and ridicule. No upstudy in paper or university would publish our findings, and of course we possessed no proof of our expedition save our scars and nightmares. I wish I could say that the memory of the events has faded in our carnal bodies, the serpents that pursued us in the red-lit Yoth, the formless abomination that lived in the depths of the earth. Perhaps this is why I fear making a written account of our findings, because these memories will crystallize and become etched in my mind, forever damning me to a life of terror and dismay. Still, the world needs to know what we saw, what we did. In your campaign log, record that investigator remembered the terror and the fabric of time. Each investigator suffers 2 physical trauma, 2 mental trauma, as they never fully recovered from the expedition into Nakai. Each location in the island gets victory X added to the victory display. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X of each card in the victory display. Each investigator earns 5 bonus experience as she has mended the shattered timeline and saved the Earth from catastrophe. The investigators win the campaign. Woo! We won! So there's actually 4 different, well, 5, but 5 different endings. One was just like, you lose, you're all dead. Good job. But had we talked to Alejandro, we could have talked to him, and then we could have joined him. And basically all we needed to do was do that with Bukuntis, and we would get the ending. Same with Ishtaka. If Ishtaka was against us and we talked her out of it, we can enjoy her and Yig. But FYI, if Yig's fury is too much, then you're like, oh hell no, you're gonna die no matter what. But and then there's the 4th real hard ending to get, which actually has its own scenario, which I've never played. The Secret Scenario 9, Curtain Back Time. And in that scenario, you have to basically, in the 3rd scenario where you're back in Arkham, in the Threads of Fate, you can choose instead of basically like, oh, I don't like Alejandro Ishtaka. There's something weird going on, so we're gonna mark our own way. And basically, the game would become harder. You would, but you would not get any cultist tokens or tablet tokens, but you would get another Elder Thing token in there, and everything just becomes is set up to be harder for you. But if you win, you can like turn back time some sort of way. I don't know about it because I never did it yet. We might do that later, but the next time we play this campaign, it will be with the Return to. So I won't play that scenario as a as that, and you can't even play it as a standalone. So, all right, that's been the Forgotten Age, and this is right now. It's my favorite campaign, and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's bring Leo Anderson, the guy that's gonna have 2 trauma, into the newest expansion that's out. It's not out, but it's been talked about, and that's the Edge of the Earth, and that's another expedition where we go to Antarctic, which is supposedly might be a sequel to the Mountains of Madness, kind of like how Dunwich Legacy was a sequel to the Dunwich Horror. So I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to save Anderson's deck, and I'm thinking I'll just bring him over to the new campaign, see how that works. It's gonna suck because he only has 4 because of the trauma and whatnot, but I was gonna bring Leo anyway because it seemed like something Leo would do. do an expedition up there, and probably not bring Ursula, but probably bring someone from Miskatonic up there, like probably Harvey. But yeah, our next adventure is going to be the Dream Eaters, and that one's going to have two small campaigns that work kind of together. So we're actually going to have 4 investigators, 2 for the Awakened campaign and 2 for the Dreamin' campaign, because there's going to be stuff happen in the Dream worlds while the other thing happened in the Awakened world. So yeah, this has been Forgotten Age, and I hope you've enjoyed it. We're definitely going to be bringing more of these stuff in there most time, especially since Cthulhu War should be here tomorrow. All right, see you next time. Bye.